very standard bull comp.
Their standard, yeah, the standard bull dive comp. And it looks like the Brighton side, they're going to start with a dive comp with a Winston.
And a pharmacy.
And a pharmacy. Now, it's up to awareness to deal with that Pharah there. I'm not sure how that's going to happen. Looks like Level's already getting a bit of harassment in here onto the Winston there. However, it looks like quite a messy fight. Everyone's kind of split apart here. Sussex is literally everywhere. Now, it looks like, I think, Brighton had a little bit more of an organized start there, and they have managed to secure the point for the start here. However, the Sussex players are grouped up, and they're ready to recontest as soon as they're all ready for it here.
I mean, the disruption comp for Bull, it's more difficult into the comp that Brighton are running. It's very movement based, so the disruption caused by Bull isn't actually that much. Yeah, the Bull Level can't really get as much value here using the Wrecking Ball because everyone who's being smacked around is just able to move back into the positions they were in originally. I mean, the double hit scan coming out from the Sharks is able to deal with the Pharah more easily. Already popping a Valk on Brighton's side there. Early ult coming out from their Mercy. And the Pulse Bomb miss? Pulse Bomb does miss, and it looks like they're just fighting over the point right now. We got the barrage coming out. That's 3 ults from Brighton and 0 ults from Sussex so far. Currently looking at Sussex should win this fight here based on the fact that they've used no ults and they are they're able to, they should be able to set up. But Lamental is here and he is avoiding the mines and stalling out the point with the Winston here. They're just going for percentage here, but they're getting a lot of percentage with it as well. It looks like they're just not paying attention to Lamental. The stall comp really is coming through here. Yeah, they're stalling really, really aggressively here. However, it looks like Sussex will actually lock into the lock down the point here and cap. But Brighton managed to get 73%. 73%, yeah, that's a lot of time. That's 1 or 2 fights now for them to guarantee this point here. Now it looks like a little bit of some sort of small dives from the Winston. He's not overcommitting. Oh, never mind. He is overcommitting. Popping out the Winston's Primal Rage here. Gets one off. Gets one off the map. No, unfortunately, he gets himself off the map. What is going on here? What is Brighton doing today? They take out the Pharah. Looks like, yeah, Pharah goes down as well. And the BAP. And the BAP. So it looks like Sussex is just defending that point, and they didn't really use any ultimates there. And Brighton used 2. Brighton used 2 ultimates, and they didn't manage to get anything with it, which means that they're putting Sussex at an advantage for this next fight, and possibly the fight afterwards. Now, what do you think? What do you think Sussex's best chance of ults here to use this, or like what do you think they should use? I think an early Kitsune could help them here. A Kitsune rush, on the bridge, and if they just run at the BAP, it's quite difficult to keep him alive. Now, it looks like the Aquanauts have picked up a Mei here. High Noon coming out from awareness, locking onto the Mei who's in the ice block. She manages to wall it off though, and Brighton have the flip on the point. Brighton has capped the point. So they're just going to get the point going up. Even if they lose this fight, they get percentage. Bob comes out, is not on the point though. He's providing a bit of supporting fire from outside. The Brig ult from Visky coming in and providing them with enough health to and the stall again. Cap the point. But Lamental once again with his stall, keeping that to now a final fight for they just Brighton. Got 20% just from capping the point at the start of the fight. Yeah, and it looks like Brighton has once again got ult economy here. They should be able to win this next fight solely off of the ults they have. However, Brighton do have the mail. They could be able to get a lot of value because the limited mobility of the Ashe and the Cats just allows them to get caught a lot easier. Especially with the dive comp that they're putting. There's a huge pulse bomb from Lamental. He is backstabbing his own team. He's got a 3K. He is currently carrying the Aquanauts here to a cap. And I think that might be the end. There's no one able to contest. No one can touch. The ball is on point right now. He's sent to mines. Mines coming out to stall the point. Looks like he's had to go away for a health pack. And you've got the mail coming out, area denial onto the point. But the Sussex Sharks are using everything they can to just keep on that point. It's traded picks right now. Overtime is constantly ticking. However, it
You
looks
got
like
the monkey
Primal's
on
coming
point
out.
and
He's
the
just
res
gonna-
onto the
he's
main.
just going to deny everyone getting on the point. However, there is a Tracer on the point. If and
The
there's a
BAP
Wrecking
has
Ball on
been
the point
taken
as well.
down as well.
This
They
is
don't have any main supports.
This is a struggling loss here from the Sussex Sharks here. They are not
Another pulse
able
bomb from Lamental.
Lamental with his pulse bombs today. He misses 2 and then just makes up for it in the last bit of the fight there. Round 1 of the Li Jiang game is going to go to the Aquanauts.
With a very close 99 to 96.
Yeah, that was a very, very
was
close round here.
incredibly
Now,
close.
it looks like we're going to Control Center, which is a more indoor, more brawl sort of type
Yeah, so
map,
we're gonna,
and it looks like both sides are doing that right now.
yeah, we're going to see a closer range fight, except we see the Pharah being pulled out, possibly.
Yeah, that is a strange pick from the Sussex Sharks on an indoor map, putting a flying character on. Oh,
Never
no,
mind,
never
on
mind.
the
Yeah,
soldier.
they've been talked out of it. Probably rightly so. Now, I know Level's really solid on his Orisa. I have not seen Tenkalius play. I have no idea how
Zarya against Orisa is
Yeah.
actually very strong, so I would expect Tenkalius to come out on top if they do
But
have a 1v1.
They don't have a Reaper, and Level does have a Reaper with him there, meaning that he has a lot more close range potential.
It's a lot more burst damage,
It
definitely.
is, but the bubbles should keep Tenkalius alive. Both bubbles, I think, coming out really early there.
We just see a brawl in White Room, but the Zarya is taken down
looks
really
like,
early.
Looks like the Reaper is going to make the difference there in the tank matchup.
Yeah, I think
as-
the supports on Brighton as well. That allows for more burst potential from the Sussex Sharks.
Yeah.
Because Mercy Kiri isn't a lot of burst healing.
It's not at all. I mean, the Sussex Sharks has a lot more sort of spread out healing. We've got the delayed healing from the Brig, as well as the burst and like massive amounts of healing that the Baptiste can pop. Immortality
well.
Field coming out for the Sussex Sharks here. Just keeping them alive there, keeping the tempo going. Lamental constantly harassing the point here on Tracer.
You can already see a pulse bomb with Lamental, and you've got 90% on the amplification matrix from Darkfire.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like a support gap there as awareness
Lamental misses
goes
the pulse
down.
bomb.
The window coming out from the Sussex Sharks here.
They should be able to get a lot of value from this, but who knows?
It doesn't look like they're able to because half the enemy team, half the Brighton team is behind them. And it looks like they must have had some miscommunication there because no one turned around for them.
I think the Kiriko on the Brighton side just got 4.
I think the Kiriko on the Brighton side is going a bit crazy right now.
We do have the grab from Tenkalius here,
Yep.
so we could expect to see it early.
Early grab could be possible. They could be trying to collide. Oh, Kitsune
We see a
Rush
Kitsune.
coming out from the Aquanauts here, speeding up all their damage, speeding up all their abilities, everything. This should pressure the Sussex Sharks back into spawn, basically telling them to pack up and leave already before they can even push back onto the point now. Now, I'd imagine we're going to have a grab come in here and a pulse bomb combo perhaps, maybe. There comes out the grab.
We expect
Pulse
them
bomb
to-
coming in? Nope. High Noon coming in. High Noon immediately going down.
The Bastion just does so much damage so quickly.
Yeah, they cannot contest that Bastion. He just deleted the Cassidy.
However-
Mercy ult still active though, so they have a little bit of a chance here. Window coming out though from the Sussex Sharks here. Should be able to provide a lot more suppressive fire onto them and push them off the point. Reaper getting in close, but he's on his own. He has to force his Wraith to back out.
Yeah, I mean, the tank on Sussex Sharks isn't there right now, so they just
Yeah.
don't have the health they need to live. With the max charge Zarya with a damage boost, it just beams through everyone.
Now, it looks like the Sussex Sharks are being forced back again.
And-
Although they do have ults to recontest here.
Yeah, and the Brighton have pulled out a Junkrat against the Bastion of Sussex. So we see a lot more spam, and Tenkalius gets 3.
They are just almost touching the spawn doors here. I don't know what to say.
The max charge damage boosted Zarya is just so much damage so
It
quickly.
is, yeah. They
Those
need to
right
deal with
clicks
that right now.
Melt.
94%. Are they even going to have time to contest here?
I would assume
It
Lamental
looks like
can get a
just
touch.
barely. Oh, no, but a
No,
grab
a
comes
grab.
in to deny them touching the point, guaranteeing Brighton map 1. Joe, don't forget to change the thing in the stream. Yeah. Don't forget to change the score on the decal. The decal.
Yeah, so for our next map, we've got a King's Row.
King's Row. Now that is a brawl map. It is located in London, obviously virtual London. It's nowhere
Very
near.
steampunk.
It's very steampunk for sure. And oh, looks like we've got a quick pop up into the stream. Just having a little leak of what's going on there behind the scenes. But honestly, Brighton are coming out swinging a lot more aggressively than I was expecting.
Yeah, their brawl seems to be a lot stronger, and I think it is just because Level doesn't really have a proficiency on Rhine as much as
Level does
Tenkalius
not,
does on
no.
Zarya, and so the Orisa into a Zarya with max charge and a damage boost just is so much stronger because it goes through every ability that the Orisa has.
Yeah, I think they're gonna have to rethink the strategy for King's Row. King's Row is a Brollcom map, and their Zarya is much better than Level's Orisa here.
Although recently in the Pro-Am, we've been seeing a lot of monkey comps on
Winston?
King's Row. Yeah, Winston
Well,
comps.
Once again, not really a forte of Levels, but
No,
we'll
but
see,
we could
see what
see
he
a
cooks
ball.
up.
We could see a
We
ball.
could see a wrecking ball. That would be interesting to say the least. But
Yeah.
I feel like we could definitely see that, and it could definitely be something that they'll work with.
Yeah, I mean, Lamental is pulling everything out that he can against his
Yeah.
own team.
Yeah, a last-minute sub for Brighton. We had one of our own Sussex team players very kindly agreed to jump in and cover the spot that was missing. And yeah, Lamental is currently owning his own team. So absolutely destroying is exactly what I would say. That pulse bomb in that first map was
Oh, it was
really,
huge. It was
that
huge.
was really clutch. And I'm sure everyone was yelling at each other in the comms afterwards. I would love to be in that room and hear all that shouting. Right, how's it looking, Joe? No, it's all good. No, the quality, yeah, the quality was on our side. All good. We fixed that. Fair. Yeah, that makes sense. Do you wanna? I was gonna say, do you wanna? Are you ready to go for next round? Okay, good. We might try and grab someone for an interview for now. So after this round, we're gonna try and do an interview with either Tenkalius or Level or both. So in which case, when they're VC, yeah, do you mind trying to set it up and just make sure that the inputs are set up and so that like the mic on the computer can hear us and stuff. I was gonna say, will they? Oh, okay. We could, yeah.
We can stop it though. We can stop it because
We can stop the record between maps, it doesn't matter. And then just
Yeah.
can you do it on your phone? But how would you get it through there, could you?
Okay, Joe, are you ready? and we are about to go into the next round on King's Row. In a few seconds here, we'll see our cameraman pan around the map a little bit.
I believe the Sharks will be attacking first.
I think so too. Yep, looks like the Sharks will be attacking first. Coming soon, Hero of My Storm. Looks like movie posters being shown on the screen as we get set up here for the first hybrid map. So now, once again, yeah, the attacking side, so the Sussex Sharks are going to have to try and capture a control point and then push a payload all the way to the end of the map while the Aquanauts are going to try and stop them, and then the sides are going to swap.
We see interesting comms coming out from both sides.
Yes.
We've got the Rhine and the Torb from the Aquanauts on defense.
Yeah, and it
then,
looks like we got the Diva Widowmaker Farah on the attack. It looks like a sort of a dive comp almost. They've got the Widowmaker. Do you think that's going to be a pick for the map, or do you think that's just going to be a first shot? And
I think it could be a pick because Awareness is the hit scan player for the Sharks, so we could see it happen.
It's true, yeah. I'd like to see that happen. We never see a Widowmaker play for the whole round. It's usually just one shot at the start.
I do like the Diva pick here because it allows for more peel for the Ana.
It does, but it looks like the Widowmaker's already gone. Doesn't even take the first shot and immediately swaps to Mei.
A Mei?
They must have seen the Reinhardt and thought, oh, we'll put in a Mei and be a bit more annoying. Looks like Level is pushing up. They're giving some space to Level here to do quite a lot of damage and build his ult charge.
They get the wall early on the Rhine as well. He's going back through Hotel, but they're keeping on chasing.
They are pressuring him here. They're keeping the pressure on him, but he does have a Mercy currently pocketing and keeping him alive. Both tanks appear to have a Mercy pocket.
The pharmacy spam is just doing a lot of damage in.
Yeah, it's putting pressure on everyone and anyone who has their head not under a roof. Looks like Diva is going to push in. Level's going to push onto the point and take assert dominance onto the point here. Tracer is going to jump in. Elemental is going to jump in to stop him, and Reinhardt is going to push up as well. Torbjorn turret coming in, immediately gets destroyed. Really unfortunate. We do love to see the Torbjorn turret. It is one of the most powerful.
And Awareness hits a headshot onto Elemental.
Awareness,
that's an early pick.
Absolutely saying, how dare you kill us last round, and coming back with a very aggressive revenge fight. The Maywall coming up here, just giving them a bit of space for the Sussex Sharks to set up on the point and act a bit more defensively now, rather than offensively.
Brighton are just going to back off here, hopefully.
Yeah, it looks like Sussex is going to get a really early first point here. Now, the payload is going to be pushing out in a second here. Now, I don't know if you know this, but in the lore, the payload is a massive electromagnetic pulse device, and in King's Row, there's a large concentration of sentient robots. So what the Sussex Sharks are equivalently doing right now is sending a bomb that's going to kill a large portion of people. So let's for that sake, let's hope they lose. But for the game's sake, I am on the Sussex's side here, and I do hope they win. But
thank you, Lawmaster. We see
Kitsune Rush coming in, and the Mei
onto Tankalion. He's on the Orisa now.
Tankalion has swapped to the Orisa. He's behind
enemy lines.
Tanks are just swapped teams here. It looks like.
Safaras gets nanoed and ult.
That is just
so much damage, so much burst.
The Torb Molten Core though does add a little bit of area denial to the point, but it doesn't really do enough to.
Do we see a Battle Mercy going in here?
Oh, do we see a Battle Mercy? We see Pew Pew. You're pulling out her Glock and suppressing some fire. I love to see it. We love to see a Battle Mercy. Battle Mercy is one of the greatest things in the game, in my opinion.
I think this fight, we would hope to see another wall onto Tenkalius, but he has his ult, so he could
High
just
Noon
get
coming out here from the Aquanauts
with just a wall in front of it.
It's just a Mei wall blocking off as the Sussex Sharks can back away now.
Orisa
ult coming in though.
Get away, yeah.
Doesn't really get much there. A little bit of damage
taken out by Elemental.
Let's go down.
He's just hitting shots against his own team.
Oh, not again. Surely. Looks like the Aquanauts are gonna take a bit more space back here again, and reclaim a bit of the space they had to give up when the Sharks push.
Level
Looks
is
like
trying to
Level's
deny
gonna
the
take
res.
the high ground, deny the res, and deny them their high ground, meaning that Farah can get a lot easier of a sort of high ground push here.
It also means their soldier just isn't in the fight now, so it is a 5v4.
It's a 5v4. However, I think this is still winnable by the Aquanauts here. They
It
just need to
definitely
get
is,
some really
but the
lucky
Cass
picks.
is being caught on his own by
Cass
level.
is getting pushed back. They really do not want to let Elemental do anything to their team. He's not allowed to play, exactly. It looks like...
The pocketed Orisa is just living on point.
Indeed, yeah,
She
and
can't
looks
die.
like, once again, another Kitsune rush coming out from Yasovix. And, looks like it's just
Tenkalius
gonna...
eats the blizzard from awareness.
Oh my god. And a Diva Bomb coming in here from the Sussex Sharks. But against
Huge
Yasovix
cleanse.
is just popping off. What is going on here?
Coral gets the mercy diff.
Coral does get the Mercy diff. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of flame in the chat from that one. We'll see. I would assume that that's not going to be the last of the Mercy diffs in this game. It gets very competitive when Mercy players play against each other.
Yeah, I mean, we do see that Pew Pew has the Valk here, so we could see her go in for the pistol.
I want to see that personally. I think it would be funny. It looks like they're going to pressure... the Sussex Sharks are going to pressure them off the high ground here onto... But
The
by
Sharks have their
doing so-
lethal combo again. They have the Nano Farrell, and it's
Nano
going to go
Farrell.
in and get an
It's going to
insta-pick.
get a pick. One pick. Cleanse had to come out though. Tenkali is
Orisa
popping
on
the Orisa
point.
ult. No real effect on it. Antied as well. So
But Tenkalius
there
does
is
get antied, so he will
there's
go
no
down there.
surviving that, unfortunately. Level pushing in, seeing if he can get any more before backing out, realizing
just
it's
forces
best just to
them
focus
away.
that point down,
Yeah.
get that capo. Lamento looking like he might be able to touch. No, looks like he's going to change his mind and back off.
Yeah, Level just pushing in there just forces them back a little bit, and it just means that they can't get the contest
Yeah,
in.
absolutely. Looks like they're going to take the high ground here. The Sussex Sharks are going to push up there. 3 of them together, acting as a bit of a unit. And
Tenkalius is on the Zarya now instead of the Orisa, and
looks like
this
Elemental is in the backline again. Already on the point, stalling once again. It's a 1v1 versus Awareness and Elemental here. But
That's
it
a
looks
2v1.
like it's a 2v1 now. But it looks like Elemental is going to have to back out, meaning that the Sussex Sharks can push up the cart again. They've still got 2 minutes left here. This is a load of
But the
time.
Farah gets the pick on Yasovix instantly, and the res comes out, but Lamental also gets taken down.
Oh, okay, so they're still down one here, and they have no res. Valk ult is going to have to come out from the Aquanauts here, but it's just being used to keep their backline alive as Hellfire is rained down by the Farah.
Yeah, I mean, the high ground controlled by the D.Va and the Farah against the Aquanauts is just impossible for them to contest it. They don't have anything to get up there.
Yeah.
I mean, they've swapped to Genji now, but contesting a Pharmacy and a D.Va.
What was that D.Va bomb? I mean, oh, Grab comes
Grab
in,
comes
but
out,
the
but the
Maywall
wall.
comes in to block it. That was a clutch Maywall there by Awareness.
Level does get demech though, and they
and
do back out.
immediately dies. Yeah, they got to back out here. They can't win that without their tank.
But again, they have the Nano Farrell again. It's
It looks like
it's just a repeating cycle.
It looks like Visor has also popped out at some point there during that fight that we missed somehow. It must not have had such a huge
I
impact.
get the feeling that the D.Va bomb was because of the demech from
That
the
would make
visor.
sense. Yeah, that would actually make a lot of sense. Right, so it looks like we got 1 minute left on the clock here, and they have to push it about, what is that? We say 15 meters?
Yeah, I mean, the Sharks have 4 ults, so they should be able to just win this here if they cycle them
they should
properly.
be able to just overpower it. Coral already gets picked off here.
And the Nano
Justice,
Farrell comes
Nano Farrell
out.
coming out with the bubble. Zarya on a level swapping to Zarya here to mirror Tenkalius. However, it looks like there's going to be a bit of a stall from Elemental.
This Pharmacy is just dominating, but at the moment, the Aquanauts are probably just hoping to buy time.
Kitsune comes in, and also, but the May ult from Harmony does come, or Awareness does come in to deny a bit of the stalling.
Yeah, I mean,
Dragon Blade coming in from Elemental here as he goes into their backline. Gets a pick on Awareness.
And the
gets a
Aquanauts
pick on
win this, I
Darkfire.
think.
That's a 2K.
That's a
Level
3K.
does a 3K. Wow, he's doing work.
Elemental
And
is just putting in
unfortunately, it looks like
all of
that's
his
a
effort.
team kill for an overtime, meaning that the Sussex Sharks did not manage to kill all the people in London. So I guess that's a relief. However, they did push it quite far. They got it really close.
Yeah, they got it. They got it 67 meters, and I don't know, but that was a really strong showing from the Sharks. The Aquanauts stalled it for a long time, but the Pharmacy just tended to dominate the fights.
Yeah, absolutely. The Pharmacy was their sort of secret weapon here, but
I think as soon as they got into a good position, it allowed for them to just dominate.
I gave it back to you. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. It should. Sorry. Now we're back again. We have now swapped sides, so Aquanauts are now on attack. Looks like they're going to take a note out of the Sussex Sharks book and take the pharmacy out. But
with a Doom comp.
Oh, interesting, a Doom comp. But the Sussex Sharks have 2 hit scans, meaning that their Pharah is going to struggle
And
a lot.
the D.Va, honestly, D.Va is such a hard counter to pharmacy.
Yeah,
She
D.Va will just deny a lot of that damage.
yeah. It depending on the supports that the Sharks pick up, I feel like the Doom could still be strong though, because with a Genji and Doom burst.
I feel like looking at that now, we've got Darkfire on Ana, which is going to be able to put a lot of CC onto that Doomfist. He can't just dive freely. And we've got the Kiriko, so we have a lot of protection
we
against
see a swap coming out from the Iconauts before the doors even open. We have a Zarya and an Ana coming out.
Interesting, yeah. It looks like they weren't super confident in that Doom comp, or they must have seen a couple of the picks on the other team and ultimately decided. Tenkali is really aggressive here, pushing into their faces with 2 bubbles immediately. But looks like it's not
Trying to catch out the cast on
no,
point, but
no,
he
it
just
does look
sits
like
with
they're
his
just
supports.
pushing in. Where are the Sussex Sharks?
They're dealing with the Genji
They
behind.
are dealing with the Genji behind, that's true. Looks like Lamental will drop immediately. First pick of the round. But it looks like as well, the Ashe on the high ground is getting sort of pressured by the Pharah here.
Yeah, the Ashe being pocketed by this Kiriko here, it just allows for them to sit and just spam the Pharah.
Yep, it looks like it did work, and she did get picked, but unfortunately the Mercy has a res off, and got a res off, and is able to keep them alive.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would hope to see Tenkalius probably swap
Revenge
here.
kill here onto the Pharah, though, from the Pharah
Yeah,
onto the...
I mean, they don't have a res either.
I think Callius might benefit to swapping. Was that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think like a Winston or even a counter D.Va would work just against the double hit scan, because the range that they have.
High Noon coming in. Gets
Lamental gets the
reflected.
deflect.
Lamental says no and just denies that, absolutely sending it back in his face.
But the res comes out onto the Pharah.
Res does come back out onto the Pharah. That is a possible barrage coming out, but
Level eats the grab from behind.
Level does eat the grab from behind. That was insane.
And the pick on Lamental.
Justice is
The
raining
Pharah
from
gets
above,
slapped.
but Justice also needs to take a nap, it looks like.
But the
However,
C9.
they do secure the point. Yeah, unfortunately, that was a C9 from the Sussex Sharks there. And they have to back out now. Tenkalius trying to peek here, see if he can get anything extra before
Is
they all...
that a Torb from the Aquanauts?
Is that a Torb? That does look like it's a Torb.
I
We do
think
love to see the Torbjorn pick.
I think they're just gonna sit a turret on point and just let him push.
What, is this the new pirate ship meta?
Well, it could be. We never know.
I'm waiting to see them swap to a Reinhardt and a Bastion now as well, and fully. Oh, it looks like actually the Torbjorn is going to protect the Ana on the point. That's
Yeah,
actually quite smart.
It works with the pocket. If the Mercy can just hard pocket this
Genji,
blade.
Dragon Blade coming in, Nano Blade coming in. Is he going to be able to
Nano Blade
cook?
gets one,
he
gets
gets
two,
he gets naded, and
But he
he
traded.
get 2 picks.
He
He
got
got
2
their
for 1.
entire DPS. It's just a D.Va and 2 supports now.
And against Azari that can just eat through the DM,
There's not much they can do.
Yeah.
Except just try and stay alive here and try and wait for the recontest.
We do have another grab from Tenkalius here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he throws it out soon.
Yep,
He does.
there
He
it
gets
is.
both supports, and the Suzu isn't there to help them. But he
However,
gets
they
slept.
sleep him.
And
Bob
Bob.
comes in, our hero. And the D.Va bomb comes in as well.
D.Va
Doesn't
bomb.
get any picks.
Level
but,
looking for a squish. He doesn't get it.
He does not get the squish, but they do win the fight. And they're pushing up to make a bit more space here. Mercy has been cornered. No escape for her. She's being staggered. This is just bullying. This is just bullying from the Sussex Sharks.
I think that's
here.
what you call a support diff right there.
That is unfortunate. That's revenge for the Mercy kill earlier.
Honestly. We do have the Torbolt coming out, and
Mark gets, or
and the
Yomi,
Mercy
or
ult,
the noob gets picked off by Lamental there. He
do
is
you reckon that was a
definitely.
deflect kill, or?
I reckon it was not. However, based off the name, you could assume it was.
The Genji
Lamental just going
deep,
in
but
aggressively,
living
manages
somehow.
to get the pop.
The Noon gets both
High Noon.
supports.
Awareness is just
And
gets a
gets
triple
the
kill.
tool.
Oh,
Gets
unfortunately,
picked off
he
by
goes down,
Tenkalius, but Lamental gets level, and Tenkalius
looks
gets
like-
3.
It looks like, yeah, it doesn't look like there's enough. The Maywo comes in, not much help though, unfortunately. He is stalling.
There wasn't much more that Awareness could do there. He got 3,
Yeah.
and Tenkalius just walks in and says no.
Yeah, unfortunately, that does tend to be the case when it's a tank versus a DPS. It's the tank
We see
just
level on the
doesn't know.
Rhine here.
Oh, we do see level on the Rhine here. This is
Will be
something I'd like
interesting
to
to
see.
watch.
Now, as both of us are Rhine mains, we can fully critique his gameplay here, I think, a bit.
He's playing into
playing
Zarya very
openly.
aggressively.
Yeah, very, very aggressively here. He knows he needs to build his ultimate here.
I mean, they have the Mei, but the wall is trying to get them to high ground.
A bit of a peculiar play. though.
Unsuccessfully.
Yeah, but Level is maintaining his balance between health and shield here.
Yeah, he's just
goes
contesting
for
the
a pin,
point right now.
Pins the cart. The cart doesn't move. And it
We get a
looks
blade
like,
into the grab, gets picked off instantly with that.
Oh, that's gonna leave a mark.
That Suzu was huge, and the pin onto Tenkalius gets him really low.
Denies him anything else. It doesn't look like the Aquanauts are gonna get much here. Level going to see how much more he can get here. Ultimately decides it's not worth his time and backs off.
Lamental swaps over to the Tracer now.
There looks like there's a battle between the Mei and the Tracer. Mei had to use her ice block to escape.
I would expect the Sharks to win this fight. They have a Shatter, they have a Mail, they have a Nano.
and
they
there
almost have Noon, and they have the Kiriko. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think there's a chance for the Aquanauts here. But I mean, you never know. Level is taking a nap currently. After all that fighting last fight, I think he needs it. Reinhardt goes in with a pin. Looks like he's looking to shatter here.
Yeah, he
he's getting
definitely
quite
is.
aggressive with it. Mercy is
He will
spinning.
most
What
likely
is
look for the
this?
Shatter on this Nano Zarya because she can just get so much value, but he just shields.
He's waiting for Bubbles. There it is.
He gets
Bubble
the
comes out.
insta kill onto
Gets a
the
pick.
Tor. And then just hard shields for the rest of his team.
He is playing a very defensive Reinhardt. However,
Tenkalius is playing very aggressively here, gets one pick.
but I think the defensive Reinhardt is kind of working. Kitsune Rush and High
And
Noon
the
together kind of should.
And the Rhine picks
pop
off the Tracer?
Another support diff in the Pew Pew versus Coral matchup.
Pew really is
here.
just taking her revenge.
Yeah, I think she was offended by that Mercy kill and has since been getting very aggressive with attacks onto the Mercy.
I mean, we also saw Level pick off Lamental there with
Yeah.
the Rhine versus Tracer, which doesn't usually happen.
It's quite rare. It usually means that the Tracer is messed up in some sort of way.
Yeah, I mean, I think Level was just saying stop Lamental.
Yeah.
Stop playing
don't
against
let
us.
him. Don't let him have fun playing for the enemy team because he might change universities. You never know.
However, now Brighton do have the grab. They have the Torval. I would
They
expect
do.
some sort of combo or the Pulse. But there's already
Pulse
two
Bomb's
picks coming
already
out for
They've
Sussex.
identified that as their weakness. It looks like 35
This
seconds
defense, yeah,
left here. They could win this. Sussex could win this, but Brighton could go either way.
Yeah,
One fight
Lamental
here.
swaps back over to the Genji. This is an interesting
Yeah,
swap.
this is the final fight.
For a contest hero
It's-
when he's already on Tracer?
I think he must feel more confident on the Genji, or he's just
Most likely, yeah.
or Levels actually won and made him not have fun on Tracer and had to swap.
I think he
Lamental
wants
on
to
the high
contest this
ground
high
here.
ground.
He is
I
on
think
the
that
high
was the
ground
main
on his own.
cause of their issues. They just had someone on the high ground.
Molten Core coming out from Shanna.
But the Mail's on point and it just freezes
yeah,
the
the Mail
Tor.
just stops the
They should be able to pick
Molten
him off
Core
because
here.
Level is shielding the heals. The Rhine is nano
Oh,
and
that poor Torbjorn. He's already short enough. You don't need to flatten him anymore.
the grab never comes out. They
Grab
never
doesn't-
use the grab.
No one gets the touch here, and it looks like Sussex Sharks are going to win round 2.
It is 1-1.
1-1, yeah.
This is incredibly close.
It is indeed. And yeah, I'm just checking the time again. I need to confirm. I think we might have a chance to get an interview in here in a minute. So we will keep you updated on that. All right. You good, Joe?
So we're gonna go into that. Just have this mic plugged in. Yeah, we need to stop recording. Alright.
the end maybe. And I was gonna say we get Rhea and Coral. I'll just DM. Yeah. Alright, looks like we're going in now again, and we'll be going to Rialto this time. Now, hey, it's been a while since I've played on Rialto, you know.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the time I've seen Pharmacy played on this map. It's
Really?
quite strong, so I think if the Sharks want to play it again, they can.
Well, I mean, it is an aquatic map, but both sides do happen to have an aquatic mascot, so we'll see who sinks and who swims here.
I mean, usually the Shark would probably eat the
I think
diver.
the shark would eat the diver, but what if the metal is just too hard for the shark and it breaks all its teeth?
True. I think, are we seeing a level ball here?
Are we seeing a level ball
Yeah.
here? This is looks like we've got the very classic comp here. We've got Visky on Brig, we've got awareness on Sojourn, we've got level on Bull, we've got the noob on Bastion, which is a fitting pick, and Pew Pew on Ana. And then it looks like
Aquanauts are running a
brawl
style
comp.
It's not fully brawl, but
I
it's
think
halfway there.
it's well, we're halfway there.
Oh my god, stop.
Yeah. I will save you guys from any more of my beautiful singing.
Honestly,
But
I think that Tenkalius is going to swap off the Rhine as soon as he
yeah,
can.
as soon as he
because
sees that Bastion, he's
against,
gonna say
against
no.
Bastion, Ball,
And Ana.
and Ana, he's not going to.
He's not gonna have a good time here. Now we're at the point where it's just everyone's shooting at everyone, just in their general direction. Things are flying left, right, and center. I just
think
saw
that's what's
Moira
going on
warp
the
past the screen there.
It
Looks like Yoimi, or the noob, is currently in turret form, just kind of blasting, but not really able to do much there as they're playing around a corner. He doesn't want to reveal himself too much here.
Elemental has been forced out already.
Level is already up on the high ground behind them, applying a little bit of pressure against the backline. Going in for a big slam, pushing half the team away. It looks like Reinhardt is now separated out. Gets a pin though, manages to pin the Bastion there, but he has his supports with him and is fine to survive. Looks like the noob is suppressing fire again in turret form. He is support gunning right now, I think.
Earlier I said about the Ball being a disruption character, and into this comp he is very much.
He's disrupting everything.
Just running into everyone and slamming.
He's making everyone else's day a lot tougher, and I mean, hey, that's his job. He keeps pushing that Reinhardt into the Bastion. He's like,
Yeah, I mean, but when he's just suspended in the end, he can't do anything.
Shatter
He gets his
comes
Shatter off
out,
on 3.
gets a triple kill. Oh my god, this guy is going crazy on Ryan. Why didn't we see a Ryan on King's Row here?
Honestly,
That's 4
they
kills.
should have just ran the
5
blinding
kills.
Ryan.
That's the whole team down. That was a
a really, really good play.
In this small corridor at the start, it's very difficult to push into a brawl with like,
Yeah.
a ball and even a bastion, because he just doesn't have anything in front of him to stop them shooting.
However, looking at the ults now, it looks like the Sussex Sharks are going to have more of
definitely
it.
have
Mine's
an
coming in here. Reinhardt spinning like he's on some sort of dance game instead of a first-person shooter. Just trying to clear out those mines and keep his team alive.
I think Lamental is just kind of
Lamental is
disrupting
in their
awareness from doing
backline
it.
again, being a little rat.
Gets a stick onto Visky.
Visky manages to dodge it with his insane Brig techs. He has spent way too much time on that
I
character.
think it hit his shield, so he just lived.
Yeah. However, you can't stop an orb that goes through the shield there. And once again, another support. Level popping out on the Reinhardt as well now.
1v1.
Ryan 1v1 now. This is the kind of gameplay I like to see. Tenkalius is taking a nap after that fat shatter earlier.
I think I would expect Level to be the one to win this because they do have
I
Bastion.
do agree,
and
yeah.
an
Lamental already down. His harassment.
Sojourn ult.
Sojourn ult coming
We
in.
need to
Now
see
awareness
Awareness
is
hit
a
his shots here.
crazy, crazy Sojourn. There
He
goes
hits
one.
But he's against the pocket of
It's
support.
fine. It's fine though. He's making
He
space.
gets
He
the
gets
mercy.
two. He gets two. And the third one, it's just a Moira left alive.
I think he gets the mercy there because the Moira just wasn't. She was going for the DPS.
Yeah, and by making that space, he pushed away all the supports. So the Ryan was on his own against a 4-person fight, and it's just a losing fight there.
Lamental just looking to be a rat here. And just
Lamental
kind of
is
sitting
a
in the
rat.
back
He
line.
is just Briggle coming out here from Visky,
He
allowing
should
them
allow
a
Level
lot
to
more.
survive with more aggression.
Yeah, it should be very aggressive. Bastion ult coming in,
Lamental looking at trying
just
to get the Bastion.
suppressing
but
fire onto
Visky-
the Reinhardt again.
Visky gets the Bastion.
Visky does.
Gets Lamental, sorry.
Visky gets Lamental. I've seen that one before, and Visky is an exceptionally good break. Now it looks like it's
Level
0.6 meters away.
Shatter here, though. I want
Junkrat
to see
Tire
him
comes
hit.
in,
He
takes
used a
out
shatter.
Ana.
I don't think he hit the shatter.
He did. His shatter must have gotten blocked. Pulse Bomb comes in, gets a pick onto the other support. They have no supports left.
And the
But-
Rhine has been rezzed. I think the Sharks lose this here.
However,
Unless they can pull it.
the noob is, unfortunately, it does look like he's not going to survive there. But the noob did provide a huge amount of damage onto their Rhine. However, yeah,
Talos
it
gets
looks
through,
like
and it just.
overtime first point hold there from the Aquanauts.
I think the Sharks just took too long to swap there.
Yeah, they needed to swap much earlier.
Yeah, I feel like they managed to get it pushed that far when they had the comp they were on at the
Yeah.
end, and it was working, but they just didn't have enough time.
Yeah, absolutely, I would agree. We'll see if they change anything here. I'm always wondering what little things the camera is gonna show us at the start of every round. It's always a fun thing to see. However, this time it looks like it's just gonna be a picturesque view of like the
The
first stage.
Sharks are pulling out a pharmacy on defense.
Ooh, I mean, it was something they pulled off before, and they pulled it off really well. And looking at the Aquanauts
They don't really
lineup
have
right
a
now,
counter right now.
they have nothing. Maybe the Moira is the closest thing to a counter, but they've got a Far Mercy, so it's not just the
Mercy,
Far
it's
on
not
our
gonna
own.
Be able to kill her on her own. I'm expecting the Aquanauts to swap quite early on.
Yeah, they'll very quickly swap as soon as they realize, but it doesn't look like they have much in the lines of hit scan players.
I think Lamental being on the Cass probably would work.
Yeah, no,
Because
absolutely. He is
we
a
saw him-
hit scan player.
We saw him play it last on King's Row,
Yeah, he did play it last
and
time.
he played it quite well. So I think if they run the Maze Aria Cass, just being able to single out the Rhine as well as contest the Pharah, it would work.
Let's start that timer. Let's see how long it takes for them to swap off to a immediate pick
Moira's
onto
immediately
the
picked
Moira.
off. I'm assuming she raked out a spawn to get spammed out that quickly.
Yeah, and immediately just got flattened there.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
and the early
Res
res
comes in though,
is-
so
the early res
keep that
isn't
tempo
good, though.
going. It isn't good, no.
Because if any, she gets picked
She
off
gets picked
again.
up again.
I think the Moira against the Pharah just doesn't really work, especially as they haven't got a Rhine.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Rhine with a Moira is a lot better than
However, they
Zarya.
do have a Mei. The Mei is unfortunately not able to do much on her own there. She did wall off the Rhine, but then she was just left facing a Reinhardt. And personally, I don't know about you, but I don't really like facing big, strong men with hammers when they're swinging at you.
especially as a single DPS player.
I mean, Tenkalius has swapped onto the D.Va here. Instead of getting a hit scan, they get the D.Va to
Interesting.
contest the fire.
However, they have also swapped out to an Ashe, so they do have a hit scan now to deal with that Pharah.
Yeah, I mean, I would have expected not to play a D.Va into a Rein.
Yeah.
It's just, it isn't,
It's
it
not
isn't
very
a fun time.
Yeah. Lamental goes down. Hit scan diff there, unfortunately. Looks like awareness is going to just pop off as per usual.
I think the best bet for the Aquanauts here would be to play a Rein cast comp and just kind of play the counter.
Yeah.
You could even see an exact mirror. An exact
mirror would work great,
here,
yeah.
Because the pharmacy v pharmacy.
Interestingly, I've just noticed the Sussex Sharks have swapped supports. Visky was playing Brig earlier, and Pew Pew was playing Ana, but now it looks like they've swapped it around, and Visky's playing Brig, and Pew Pew's playing Mercy.
I think it's more the specialization
D.Va bomb
in the Mercy.
coming in, Level able to block it,
Visky
but gets
picked off by the bomb,
remeg.
and then Level gets squashed.
Oh, that is a tank diff if I've ever seen one. Pew Pew stalling the cart as long as possible there, just to add a little bit more time for the team to regroup and hopefully be able to touch here before the end.
I mean,
It looks
the
like
Sharks have
Harmony
5
might be
ults.
their last chance.
The Sharks
But
do have
can they
5
even
ults here.
touch?
I
Yes, it
would
looks like they will
expect-
just touch here.
I would expect a nanoed Rein here, and the Shatter is very
High Noon
free.
is coming in, it looks like.
They're just shielding it forward. The Level should probably push onto the cart here.
Oh, but that
They
was
get-
actually a bait, and the High Noon came in to push, to allow for them to focus on him instead of focusing on the Pharah who was flying in above.
I mean, Lamental blinked into the castle.
That is,
I think he tried to get away from the Pharah, but he
Yeah.
just blinked into another.
he
was caught
he
between
got kind
a
of
rock and a
sandwiched.
hard
Between,
place.
yeah, exactly, a rock and a hard place. More like a missile and a bullet.
yeah.
Neither of which is very healthy for you. Yeah, he did just show that. It looks like they have managed to keep 3 ults for this next fight here.
Yeah, only using 2 ults there, that was huge. But I think the Shatter is their free win, I think.
D.Va is pushing up onto the high. They're all pushing up onto the high ground, trying to pressure all of Sussex's.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, Level just
backline
can't contest
away.
it. He needs to sit on point. So
Yeah,
Tenkalius is just free to do whatever he wants.
awareness does go down. Looks like
The
Moira
Aquanauts
ult
sending a
coming in.
dive into the backline just allows for them to kill their support.
Big
early
shatter
on.
coming in though.
Huge nano shatter, and it just it just lets
The
them
D.Va
kill.
bomb does not really manage to do much there. It's just
Sussex
keep
gets
the-
2
keep the
picks. The
pressure.
res is coming out from Coral.
I'm looking for a C9 here. I'm expecting it. I don't know why, but I have a feeling that someone's going to accidentally slip off the point and a whole bunch of people are going to yell at each
Awareness
other.
is hitting shots. He's got another castle for next fight.
This is still winnable for the Sussex Sharks here. Very, very much so now.
Very much. I mean, they've only got 15 seconds to touch.
And it's High Noon versus Pulse Bomb here in terms of ults.
Yeah, the Pharah could get one in this fight, but if
Yeah.
it doesn't go on for very long, she probably won't be able to.
However, it looks like the Aquanauts are kind of sort of styring a little bit here.
The Noon
High
is sitting
Noon
on point.
popping out to keep some pressure here.
Tenkalius is just playing the contest. He's been anti on
Unfortunately,
point.
it does get blocked by the defense matrix from the D.Va there.
Awareness gets the pick on
Awareness
Lamental.
does. Oh, that is a DPS diff once again. Reinhardt coming in
Level
with a
gets
pin,
the pin.
and he's just gonna play super defensively here.
They need to
As
play this
Justice
contest,
rains
but-
from above, D.Va can't block it all, and the nano comes in. It looks like actually the Sussex Sharks are going to win this point potentially here. No one can touch. That was an
Wow.
incredibly close round.
That was super close. I think,
Wow.
playing a D.Va into that close space there, again,
Yeah.
it's like the corridor issue. Playing into a Rein is just so difficult. They
Yeah,
could just
that's
sit there and
absolutely.
shield.
Yeah, no, it's a difficult thing to do, and they should have swapped there.
Yeah, I think they should have mirrored the Rein, and it might have been closer, but the Ana pick compared to the Moira just gives so much more utility.
Yeah.
Because the nade both gives positive and negative effects, and the sleep is just a massive CC.
Yeah, absolutely. Now it looks like we're going to be going into a round 4. If we get into a round 5, there's going to be a little bit of audience interaction here. We can pick from one of the maps on the whiteboard over there. So if you guys want to just have a look and think, assuming we get into a round 5, that is.
Yeah, if we get to round 5, we can't do interview.
Joe, I just said go for it. Go for it.
Yeah. What's next, bro?
Esperanza.
so uncomfortable to sit with. I mean, to be fair, this feels like it's better to stand.
Yeah, no. I mean, it would like a bit like have it facing like that.
Because like speed it's more
Yeah. You know, I actually think this is okay. Like, we've got people here as well. Like, it's not like it's not terrible.
I think it's having a stream as well.
Yeah.
Also, the room is just
Okay, we're going in now. Looks like we are about to go in the next 5 seconds into round 4 here, which is going to be our first push game of the week, of the game of the match, I guess. And we're going to Esperanza. Now,
Transport Hyperrail.
yeah, Transport Hyperrail. Need I say more? As we as there's the Transport Hyperrail. And it looks like we're just giving free advertising to a virtual movie that doesn't exist.
Yeah, I mean, this map's in Portugal. as you
It's
can
a
see by the
really
flag.
nice map.
It's a really nice
really
design map, and
I like the design. I like the style as well. I think the buildings look really pretty.
yeah, I think this map is kind of odd because you can play most comps.
Interestingly,
I've
I'm looking
played
at that.
Brawl and
We've got
Dive.
Lamental on Sombra.
No,
Oh no,
no, we don't.
instant swap.
I mean, it's
Level
starting.
on Reinhardt though.
Yeah, we have
Brawl
we do have a brawl comp coming out from both sides again. I mean, I think the Sharks is probably a generally stronger brawl comp. in
Yeah, I
terms
would
of
agree.
it
Pure
just
brawl.
being pure brawl. But
However-
Lamental being able to kind of harass Darkfire.
And also have Tenkale able to support
Yeah.
Lamental's harassment of Darkfire.
Although the break, I think Lamental just will struggle against Visky on brick because
That's
he's
true.
just very strong on the
And
character.
he's also just he's just built different.
We see them trying to control the point right now.
Yeah,
It-
both
it
teams
unlocks.
kind of pushing an early
awareness
cleanse.
hits headshot
Awareness
on
gets a pick
Lamental.
onto Lamental, and an early cleanse comes out from the Equinox there.
Yeah, I think the Sharks just kind of take space here.
Yep.
Level's going in very
Level
deep,
is going all the way in.
but he's
He's
not,
not
really gone
giving
down
them
much
any.
health.
He's not giving them any room to take the high ground here. He's playing a very defensive sort of.
Yeah, I mean, letting the Sojourn just sit on the high ground here, just the spam is very strong. But Tenkalius gets 2. I think they played
3.
overly aggressive.
They played a bit. Yeah, they went a bit too far in. They bit off more than they could chew there, and are now reaping the consequences of that
Yeah,
as their whole
again-
team gets cleaned up.
Again, the damage boost onto this Zarya with a max charge, she just beams through, and even onto a break with a shield, you can just right-click past it, and it almost it does like half your health.
Yeah. Lamental
Lamental's
once
sneaking
again
over
being
here.
a little bit sneaky. However, I'm sure
They probably know that he's there.
Oh, they
I
do
wouldn't be
not know.
surprised They don't.
They don't, but he doesn't manage to get anything out of it.
And he has to
like-
back off
He
using
does
recall
have his
and getting
pulse bomb
bubbled.
though.
We have grab pulse bomb here. We could see that come out. We could see an early grab, but the cast diff is already
Early
happened.
grab comes out. Pulse
Pulse
bomb
bomb
gets 3.
Huge
Whoa,
grab combo.
that was insane. And it looks like a res onto the Cassie. However, it looks like
Mental gets 4.
that's
He
a
can't get the
cleanup
fizz.
there. Unfortunate that he didn't get the 5k, but
Yeah,
they
I mean,
they did wipe the whole team. That was a
that-
team kill there.
the grab pulse combo is a really old combo, but it still works.
It just works, and that's gonna secure them forward spawn here, meaning that they get a closer respawn point.
Yeah, I mean-
which makes it a lot harder to retake that point now.
Yeah, the forward spawn definitely gives them an advantage, but again, it is pushing them towards the shock spawn as well. So
it is. This is true.
Awareness gets
Lamental
another
goes
headshot
down.
on Lamental.
Lamental's having a coin flip of a day here. It's going really well, and then it's going horribly, and then it's going really well again. And
I think he's just eating the headshots for lunch.
Shatter comes in, takes out the backline here.
Awareness cleans up with two.
cleans up as well. It
Gets
looks
3.
like that's it. It's just Lamental left. And,
Lamental and Awareness just traded 4Ks.
Yep, it looks like it. However, the Sussex Sharks couldn't clean up the 5K.
True. The Sharks definitely have an ult advantage with this fight because they only use Shatter and they won the fight with it.
However, looking at the fact that all of the Aquanauts got the forward spawn here, they have a much more defensive position. They are in position now to defend against the Sussex Sharks.
Yeah, true.
advances
And
here.
Tenkalius is already 80 on another grab. I think we could see
Yep.
him get one out of this fight, but the cast
Cassidy
is already
drops
get pinned.
immediately.
I'm guessing that Tenkalius didn't have a bubble for that.
Yep. Oh, looking like Lamental's looking for a pulse bomb maybe. Oh, has to recall out.
We got the Sojourn ult coming in, sliding in, being very aggressive here, just forcing them away.
I mean,
but
you kind of
Tenkalius
have
gets
to.
the pick.
Unfortunately, yeah, it looks like Awareness can't
They've
survive.
traded DPS, and the cast is already still there.
Kitsune comes in, and so does the Brig ult.
grab.
Grab
The
does
grab
come in,
comes out.
but the Brig
But the
ult
Brig-
should just keep them alive here enough to contest that. And Kitsune's not gonna last for long enough. High
The
Noon comes
cast
out.
diff. That's the
That
noon diff,
is-
actually. Both of them use
Oh
High
my
Noon.
god, yeah, reaction speed diff, I think there.
Yeah.
That
I mean,
has to be.
the cast
That's
got
just
nanoed
a
as well.
pure skill diff.
Honestly, they both
There's
press Q and they both press
unfortunate
left mouse button. Lamental
One
gets
has,
a pulse on to
I mean, one
Bisky.
could say it was also a ping diff potentially, but I don't want to believe that. It looks like
Lamental goes down again to the Rhine. The Shatter gets
comes
2,
in.
3.
and cleaned up. Tenkalius is off
Yeah,
that
they
out
get
of
the
this fight
advantage
now.
here. The Sharks just push the point past.
Yeah, however,
They
let's
now
look at
have
these. Let's
advantage.
look at these ult econs. It looks like the Aquanauts have
I think-
slightly better, but it's
Yeah, this is
so
going to be a
slight.
no-ult fight. I think unless Tenkalius can get his ult very fast,
Or
it is going to be a
Yasovix can
no-ult fight.
get Kitsune, as we've seen in previous rounds. Yasovix is very, very good at getting that early Kitsune
That
in
is
every
true,
single
but
game. every single fight.
I'm assuming we are going to see mostly
No ult.
picks here. This
The
is
Rhine
gonna have to be
pins
a-
kind of bouncing everyone around a bit here. Level is very happy with that shift key. He must have learned that from me.
I mean, you've got the pocketed cast on the high ground. Is that the pocketed cast is going behind, but that just means that they only have 3 in front.
Yeah,
The pocketed cast gets 1.
Pocketed Cass gets 1
It
and
goes
goes down.
down.
Once again. Oh no, never mind. Not Cassidy diff. That's a Visky diff. Visky on.
Yeah, the Kiriko being pulled
Kiriko.
out. I think it's very good against the grab because they can just cleanse.
Yeah, I haven't seen him play Kiriko in a long time, but they've pushed quite far up now.
Yeah, I mean they're just able to just keep pushing it forward. And
Now, I haven't
Tenkalius
seen-
has got a grab here, so we could see that.
We
coming out
could
again.
see that. We could see the both teams.
Awareness
pull their-
getting a headshot again.
Awareness is just. He's just got inhuman aim.
The rest comes out,
Kitsune
and so
comes
does
out
the
from-
Kitsune. Awareness goes down early. The Suzu comes out as well, and
does come-
Tenkalius gets
Tenkalius
another
gets
onto the
double,
DPS and
triple
another
kill.
onto the support.
And that's the tank down. That is a team fight 1 for the Aquanauts here, but they have to push it all the way back to the middle, and they don't have the advantage of the forward spawn that the Sussex
yeah,
Sharks have here.
the Sharks are going to be able to push forward. I think probably take a fight before they even lose their forward.
Yeah,
spawn.
they might be able to hold the forward spawn here. It depends on what
I
their
wouldn't be
priority
surprised
is.
if they used a Kitsune early, even to contest the grab. Because a
Yeah.
Kitsune in the grab just lets the Ana do so much healing.
It looks like they're going to give up forward spawn here in favor of high ground, allowing them a little bit more of a aggressive fight. The
We could
Maywall
also-
comes out.
We could see a nanoed Sojourn ult here as
I'd
well.
like to see it. Looks like Visky has been
The Suzu stops the pulse bomb from getting any value.
Visky just saving the day for himself and Awareness there. Or sorry, not Awareness. The noob. Looks like here comes out the Sojourn
Awareness
ult.
is sitting on
One
top.
pick,
He's slid in. He's playing very aggressive here. The Mei isn't even looking at him.
2
Gets
picks.
another pick.
Is that just gonna
Can
be
you
2?
get a third?
Are we gonna see a third? Lamental is still behind somewhere.
Yeah, Visky is just
Visky
looking for him.
paranoid about this and is just trying to figure out
They
where
just
he
need
is.
to
Where he could
get
be
that
hiding.
forward spawn back, and they've killed Lamental. They've prevented the backline attacks.
Yep, so it looks like they're going to get their forward spawn back here. And now they're going to be in position with 4 ultimates for this next fight.
That
Yeah.
to me is a one fight
That,
already.
that should be a one fight, but
They do have the mail
Aquanauts do
coming
have
up.
the mail. Yeah, they
The
could
May
pull it
ult
out.
can just shut down that entire
even,
plan.
even just to wall off, even just to ult off the Kiriko ult, it just stops it. And awareness gets picked off by Elemental and the Genji.
And the May ult
They play an
comes
aggressive
in.
mail. The Ryan gets frozen. They should be able to pick him off here, and they win the fight. However, the Sharks did that on an econ round. They didn't use any
a single
ults.
ult. However, it looks like they're going to be facing up against a Grav next fight, so I'm not sure how they're going to fare against that.
Yeah, I mean, the early walls onto level allow for the rest of his team to just get picked off because he
noob
can't counter.
Getting staggered there, unfortunately. It looks like he
He
won't even
won't
get
get
forward
forward
spawn,
spawn, yeah.
meaning he's going to be out of this fight. It's going to be a 4v5 they're going to be taking.
I think the Sharks should just back up here and just not take the fight.
Yeah. Stop
Which
them
is, I
from
think,
getting the
what they're
forward
going to
spawn,
do,
but
yeah.
Don't push in until you've got the
Elemental
full
has the
spawn here.
blade here as well. You could see a combo with blade grab.
Yeah, or potentially, because
Kitsune
Yasumix
blade.
is quite close. Yeah, Kitsune
Yeah.
Blade could be coming out here. That's quite a common combo now. They have secured the forward spawn here.
The Sharks
Nano
are
comes
using
out
Nano
high
noon.
noon.
But the May is flanking and gets the pick onto
Gets a
the...
double kill though. It doesn't matter that the May is flanking.
True.
Unfortunately, it looks
The
like
Sharks- but
they'll
the
just
Sharks
clean up.
still win, yeah.
And
clean
they
up.
saved 2 ults for that. However, it looks like it's a 2 versus 3 ult fight. However, the May is also
The
quite
May
close.
is close to ult, so I would
But
expect it to
awareness
get
is
this
also
fight.
about half to his.
Yeah, I would probably think that this fight should be a Grav play
Yeah.
or an early Kitsune. I mean, if one team pops a Kitsune, I would expect the other team to counter it as well.
Yeah.
So I would
Immediate
hope
pin
that-
in. Shatter
counter-
comes in, gets
but the
cleansed
cleanse-
though.
The Kiri still got hit, but she cleansed the Zarya, so the Ryan couldn't do anything. The Grav comes out.
It looks like they couldn't do enough there. They managed to get a kill onto Elemental, but he just gets rezzed.
Yeah,
They've got-
I mean, they've got the mail. That's their only... The Aquanauts have their mail.
They have
and
their
that's
only hope.
That's their win potential.
That,
They
their win
need to get
condition
it
is
off.
that mail. So now I'm hoping that the Sussex Sharks are thinking, damn, they got a mail. We gotta pick off that May first. If they don't
Yeah.
pick off the May,
Or
they could
just
very
save,
easily lose here.
Like, save abilities, like save the Suzu for the mail.
Yeah, exactly.
Or TP. And, I mean, you have the Kitsune here. They didn't counter Kitsune.
Looks like it's 2 ults up against 1 here though, so
Yeah.
we will see. We might see potentially a Blade or a
The
Nano.
Ryan is playing aggressively on this May.
This level has been playing super
May-
aggressively.
the May has
May
no
ult
freeze,
comes
though.
out, but and
Level
it does
gets
get a
frozen.
freeze off.
Elemental
Darkfire
gets-
goes down.
This ends.
They get the res onto the May as well.
Kitsune
The awareness
and
gets one. Level gets a pin.
oh my god, what is going on? I am lost.
Level gets another. Awareness gets 2.
It looks
That is
like
a fight
that
one.
is
That
it.
is the round
That is
one.
it.
That is
Sussex
the
Sharks
game.
will take the game. Wow,
That is-
an
that is a
amazing game though
GG's.
from both sides. GG's, well played to everyone. I think, do we have enough time?